Welcome to part 1 of the settings, everybody. For this one, we are taking a look at Kouryoukan Academy versus Gekkoukan High School. Now, with Kouryoukan Academy, I'll be very honest, this one I don't know very much about. Yeah, sorry guys, but this one I can get into a little bit. I know that it's got very little to do with big-time plot. I know it's got very little to do with some of the other stuff. And unfortunately, and I know some of the people like Psycho, the current guardian of Takashi, and two of the students, Tadashi and Kaori, but really, that's about it. History, don't know it. Major benefits of it, don't know it. Or if you want to know, I just don't know a lot about it. Sorry, but that's really about it. I wish I could explain more, I really do, but no, I can't. On the other side, however, I know one thing about this one. Gekkoukan High, I know a great deal more about. I know it was originally built, the original building was built by the Kouryoukan group, who is a group of people in the main series that are responsible for the events of Persona 3. This part takes place 10 years before the main plot begins, and we don't learn a majority of what they do there until later in the game. And we don't learn the full details of it until very late in the game. But we do know these. They were trying to create an experiment that went horribly wrong thanks to one of their scientists. Said scientist decided to wreck it and resulted in the creation of the Dark Hour, Tartarus, and possibly the eventual events of the plot. And he is also responsible for orphaning at least 2 of the characters, if not more. Oops. But he may have actually slowed down the process. He was actually doing a good thing. After the incident, which apparently killed a lot of scientists, they decided, the Kouryoukan group tried to cover it up by putting a large sum of money and rebuilt it into a high school. Problem with that is the students started to disappear. And I'll explain a little bit more about this when I get into part 3, Tartarus, but I won't be going into that much yet. So sadly to say, that's about it. So we have the next bit of it. Unlike the other one where I could only name like 2 students other than the main cast, let's see, I can name, right off the top of my head, Kenji, Hidoshi, Chihiro, Ryoji, Bebe, Keisaku, Kaz, Yuko, and I can name more. I can name more, but I'm not going to. For the faculty, we have at least, well, we had 1 for 11 Eyes is 1. Here we have Miss Toriumi, Mr. Edogawa, Mr. Ono, Mr. Edogawa, and I can keep going again. I'm sorry to tell you this, guys, but I know a hell of a lot more about Gekkoukan High School than I do Kouryoukan Academy, sorry. So for me, the clear winner in this one is Gekkoukan High, because I know much more about it, I know much more of the people there, and I think it's a better developed part of the story too. Sorry, but that is how I view it. For this part of the settings, Persona 3 wins. Join me next time when we go into the Red Knight versus the Dark Hour. See you guys then.